determination of total solids in the given sample of water. So to perform this experiment, we need silica crucibles. So these crucibles are able to withstand a temperature of about 1000 degree centigrade. So initially we have to take the empty weight of the crucible. So to do this, we are keeping the crucible inside the weigh balance. So turn on the weigh balance and then see to that it is showing 0 grams. So this can be done by using tare option. So this will give you 0. So once the weigh balance is set to 0, keep the empty crucible and note down the reading. So this is W1, that is 33.135 grams. You can read that. So after noting down the weight of the empty crucible, now take out the crucible and then weigh the water sample for which you want to measure the total solids present in it. So I will be taking 50 ml of sample. So 50 ml of sample is taken and this is taken in the crucible. So now this sample has to be kept on the burner so that entirely the water gets evaporated from the crucible. So wait till all the water gets evaporated, and after this evaporation you can see the beakers something like this where the solids are left behind. So after the water gets evaporated, allow the crucible to cool down in the desiccator. Once all the water gets evaporated, place your crucible inside the desiccator so that it cools down, and once the crucible cools completely, then remove it from the desiccator. So this desiccator is mainly provided to absorb the moisture. Below the desiccator, the silica gel has to be placed so that whatever the moisture gets released, they get absorbed by the silica gel at the bottom of the desiccator. So once everything gets cooled down, take out the crucible and note down the weight of the crucible. So here you are getting 34.051 grams. So note it down as W2. So the difference of weight W2 minus W1 will give you the amount of total solids present in the given sample of water of 50 ml. So with the help of the calculations, you can find out how much of solids are present in 1 liter of water by using the formula which is provided in the manual. To determine the total dissolved solids present in the given sample of water, initially you have to take down the empty weight of the crucible. So this is 33.23 grams. So now take the crucible out and then you have to take 50 ml of filtered sample. So we are using Whatman filter paper of size 40. So the pore size of this filter paper is 8 micron meter. So whatever the particles which are lesser than 8 micron meter will pass through this. The particle sizes which are more than 8 micron meter will get retained on this. So those are called as suspended solids, and the solids which pass from the filter paper are called as dissolved solids. Now we are going to measure the dissolved solids. So for this is your Whatman filter paper. You have to make it a 4-fold. One fold like this, second fold like this, and then open one side. So make a cone form and take a beaker and then funnel and place this filter in the funnel and then filter the water sample. So here also I am taking 50 ml of water sample. Definite volume has to be taken. If you want, even you can take 20 ml, or even if you want you can 25 ml. So it depends upon what volume you want to take. So here for this purpose I am taking 50 ml of water sample. So by doing this procedure, your suspended solids will remain on the surface of the filter and the dissolved solids are going to enter the beaker. If you want to find suspended solids using this method, what you have to do is empty weight of the filter paper before filtering has to be taken, and then once the filtration is done, then weight of the filter paper after drying the filter paper you have to take. So the difference of those two will also give you the suspended solids present in the water. This is one way of conducting the suspended solids present in the water. Now we are finding the dissolved solids. To find the dissolved solids, the total solids are filtered through the filter paper. Suspended solids will remain on the surface of the filter paper and dissolved solids are going to get filtered. So now once the filtration is done, so this entirely the filtration has happened. Now remove this and take the sample in the weighed crucible. Empty weight is already known for this W1, and take the sample containing only dissolved solids and then again keep it on the burner. Allow the water to evaporate completely. So once the water gets evaporated completely, again you will find some solids which are left behind. So these are only dissolved solids. These are not total solids, these are dissolved solids. So as usual, when the crucible is hot, you are not supposed to measure it in the weigh balance. Allow the crucible to again cool it in the desiccator. So once it will take around 10 to 15 minutes. Once it gets completely cooled down, remove it out from the desiccator and note down the weight. So this is showing you 34.055 grams. So subtract the difference of weight at the beginning of the experiment and at the end of the experiment. You are going to get the total dissolved solids present in the given sample of water. So now if you want to find out the suspended solids, another way to do it is, initially for the same sample you knew the total solids and now you know the dissolved solids. So difference of total solids and the dissolved solids will also give you the total suspended solids present in the given sample of water.